We're back. Another video, another day, another video. Today we actually are down on the day. We're down 1,800, a little bit over 1,800 with commission and fees. We were up a good amount. We almost had $8,500 locked in, but some foolishness happened. We'll go over that in a second. The first trade I took here was on NG. Absolutely beautiful setup here on the hourly. Simple, same break and retest. You guys see me go over every single freaking day at this point. We had price come break above this high point right here. We did this yesterday on Monday, rejected off of it, and then we had price come and break above this new high point during London session. When I got into the markets, I was looking for price to come and retest this low again on the hourly time frame. As you see, we ended up getting that retest again right over here. And then all I wanted to see was some consolidation, then a break of structure to the upside on the 1 minute time frame for my entry. Now, this is right here when it first tapped into it. I should have hopped in right here for my entry, stop loss below here, and targeted wherever I would target. But this is right when we started. No, this is earlier inside the morning, so I actually didn't even see this happening. I would have hopped in again at this point right here where it broke above this high and where it created a new higher low. So this was the low. It created a new higher low right here. I would have hopped in on a break of this, but I was still doing my prayer and stuff like that in the morning. I was just ending up right here, so I didn't really get to see this. By the time I saw it, we were kind of right over here, and I didn't really want to take it at this point. I figured I'd wait until it broke above this trend line that was created on the 1 minute time frame. If we look right here, 1 tap, 2 tap, 3 tap, 4 tap, 5 taps, a very strong trend line. It made sense for me to wait until price broke above this swing high to enter into my trade, just because this is a strong zone and I didn't know if I were to enter, like I said, right down here or something, stop loss below here, if price would be strong enough to break above this trend line to the upside. So I figured I might as well just wait for an entry above that area. So once I got an entry above that area, I hopped into the trade. I ended up keeping a tight stop loss on this one. I did not want to have my stop loss all the way down here. That's usually where I will put it, but I didn't want this big of a stop loss, and my ultimate take profit was not that far away. This would have been a 1-to-1. You guys know I don't take 1-to-1 risk to reward ratios, so I did not take this trade. I ended up putting my stop loss below this swing low, which ended up giving me a little bit over a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio here on this NG trade. Now, let me walk you through exactly what happened. So obviously got tapped into the trade here, wicked above, almost hit TP1, like this third candlestick that entered me into the trade, but then it reversed and held this low right here. It holding this low right here was a good sign that I was now confident in keeping my stop loss at this tighter area, because you see we made an equal low right here. Price came back up, ended up tapping our TP1, a little bit of a reversal here. Then coming up here to TP2, and then the volume just died. I don't know what the heck happened. The volume just died, and you just see a bunch of choppiness going on right here. Now, while this is happening, I'm like, okay. Keep in mind, I'd already hopped inside an NQ trade at this point, I believe, and we'll go over that in a second. But looking at this, I'm like, okay, price just doesn't know exactly what it wants to do. And then it started making some strong selling pressure right here. So I decided to move my stop loss to break even. Now, keep in mind, originally when it started making this chop over here, I want to say right at about this time, close to 9 o'clock Central Standard Time, I put my stop loss below this swing low. And that's because this was a good low that price had created. So it was good for me to take some risk off of the table, put my stop loss below here. This is also a strong low zone. So if price broke below here, it was probably going to crash all the way down and hit my full TP anyway. So that's why I originally had my stop loss under here. But then we started having a bunch more consolidation, and kind of around this time, I was like, okay, I'm just going to move my stop loss to break even and call it a day. I'm not going to stress about this no more. I wasn't really stressing about it, but I was like, I might as well just move my stop loss to break even versus having it down here, because it was really not respecting this chop area anymore. Because I'm looking at it as this was the chop area for NQ. And when it broke out of that chop area, I mean, not NQ, for NG. And when it broke out of this chop area or this consolidation box to the downside, I was like, I'm gonna just move my stop loss to break even. Moved it to break even around this point here. And you see price started to go back up. It couldn't break these highs, and then sold down, took me out at break even, and absolutely ripped up to our full TP, unfortunately. Like I said, I would have made around $8,500 on this trade right here, $8,600 on this trade right here. But Instead, we got taken out at break even. It was a great trade though. I can't be mad about it. Break even day is way better than a losing day. So can't be mad about it. I could be upset that I didn't make the 8 bands, but can't be mad about it. Now the trade that I actually lost money on. I told you guys I'm down like $1,700 or $1,800 on the day. This was another trade that Scalp, one of the coaches inside the inner circle, sent out. We were on the live call. He sent it out. I was like, okay, yesterday his trade played out beautifully. I think I made 4K on his trade that we took yesterday. But today it just did not go as good as planned. And there was a lot of things that kind of went on. We had Mr. Thanos, which is Powell, whatever the heck you want to call him. I call him Thanos. Everybody in the inner circle calls him Thanos. I started that whole thing. Thanos was speaking at 9 o'clock. We were in this chop area right here. I got entered in as soon as it broke above this chop box to the upside. It was a beautiful setup. We had broken the trend line that price was respecting for a couple hours or so. You see this trend line? We broke bullish outside of it. I didn't take the original buys out of here. Because this is a reversal zone for me. Well, not a reversal zone, a resistance zone for me. So I decided to wait to see how it reacted at this area. And when it started reacting at the area, consolidating, and then making bullish price action to the upside, Scalp sent out the trade for buys. Like I said, made 4K on his trade the other time. So I was like, I'm going to just take this blindly. Not blindly. I knew what was going on. But I took it. Trade literally ended up wicking us out once again right here on this wick. This is at 9 o'clock. The moment Thanos stepped onto the stage, he was testifying today. The moment he stepped onto the stage, we had this huge volume candlestick that wicked in both directions, took us out the trade, and obviously the trade ended up hitting, and price continued to go even higher on the day. But this is the loss I took. I did 3 contracts on this, so it was a little bit over, I think it was a little bit over $1,800 or right around $1,800 loss on this trade right here. Not mad about it. We'll make it back. There's always more days to trade. But yeah, 1 break-even trade on NG and then 1 losing trade on NQ. Tomorrow, we will get our money back though. So you best believe that. But if y'all want to get inside the inner circle to be able to get every single trade that I take, every single trade that other coaches take, hit the link inside the description down below. I just opened up some more spots. A lot of people from this channel, it's a super, super small channel. I'm not trying to make it super big. I like using this as literally just a public trading journal for myself. But a lot of people have shown interest from this channel specifically. So I opened up a couple spots specifically for the people on this channel. You guys hit the link in the description down below to see if you qualify to get inside of it. Obviously, we're always killing it. The profit section is always going crazy. As you see, people are making thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Crypto's going crazy. We're just obviously freaking killing it every single time. But if you want to be able to fast track your success in this trading game, hit the first link inside the description down below to have the opportunity to join my inner circle. That's about it. I'm going to see you on the next video. Y'all have a blessed rest of y'all morning, evening, afternoon, whatever the heck time it is for you. Y'all have a blessed rest of it, and we'll see you guys in the next video.